Hey guys, it's Libby and Dewey's 24-hour readathon is right around the corner, so I want to talk about my TBR for that. But first, quick announcement, I have a new channel. It is called Venerable Fashions, and it's where I talk about my historical costuming. So if you are interested in that sort of thing, you should go check it out, or if you just want some more Libby in your life, now you can get it. So if you don't know, Dewey's 24-hour readathon is a readathon that occurs twice a year in April and October. It lasts for 24 hours, but the twist is it doesn't start at midnight for you wherever you are. I believe it starts at midnight for you if you live on the Marshall Islands. So whenever it is midnight in the Marshall Islands, that's when everybody starts. So for me, I live on the East Coast of the US, that's 8 a.m. If you live on the West Coast, it's 5 a.m. And if you live in London, that's gonna be noon. I'll leave a link to all the start times so you can find it if you want, and then you read for 24 hours. So 8 a.m. Saturday to 8 a.m. Sunday, I am kind of gonna be reading, but also sleeping and eating. I have in the past tried to stay up for the whole 24 hours, usually with disastrous results. This time I actually have a play that I'm ushering in the evening on Sunday, so I need to get moderate function back by then. So my plan is on Saturday to wake up around 7, which is relatively normal for me, so I can get everything set up, start reading at 8. Then if I start getting drowsy at all, or need to stop reading for a bit in the afternoon, I'm planning to take a caffeine nap, which is something CGP Grey, he of Hello Internet fame, and also his own channel, endorses. So I'm going to drink coffee really fast and then take a 20-minute nap and then wake up with both the refreshment from the nap and the refreshment from the coffee and hopefully be able to power through. I'm planning to go to bed at 11 or midnight, which is slightly later than I normally stay up, but not that much. And then I'll just wake up whenever I wake up, and then do some more reading until 8. Unless I wake up after 8, in which case the readathon will be over. So the books that I'm planning on reading, 2 of them are the ones that I still need to finish up for the BookTube SFF Awards. The first one is The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. I have started it. I'm on page 2. So I have a lot of this still to get through. It's Thursday right now, so I'll probably get through some more of this, but I doubt that I will finish it. So I'm going to either be finishing this or just taking another decent-sized bite out of it during the readathon. Then I also have Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This is, I'm afraid to look at it lest there are spoilers, so I'll just flip through real fast. There's not a lot of text going on. So even though this is 500 pages, a bunch of people said that they can read it in just a couple of hours, so that will be my break from the heavier, more text-dense 5th season. And I do hope to finish all of this in that day. And then the third book that I would really like to spend some time with is Frenchman's Creek by Daphne du Maurier. I can get the audiobook of this on Scribd, so I'm planning to have that as my audiobook. And then if I do finish the 5th season, I will switch to reading this in the text format, which I have right here. And it's not that long, so if I get halfway through the 5th season today and tomorrow, then maybe I'll be able to finish this, and maybe I'll be able to finish this. No, that's not going to happen. And then, of course, I've learned that when you have a 24-hour readathon, it's best to have some emergency short stories. They're good in case you totally hate what you're reading. That happened to me last year. I was reading The Fire Rose by Mercedes Lackey, and it was not working for me, so my whole readathon schedule got thrown off. So I just read Kissing the Witch by Emma Donoghue, and it was charming. It's also nice to have some short stories in case you finish a book half an hour before the end of the readathon, so you don't have enough time to really start doing another book, but you don't just want to end your readathon early, you can just read a short story. So I have a variety of options for that. First, in print form, I have The Bloody Chamber and Other Stories by Angela Carter. This has 10 short stories which are in the fairy tale vein. I'm not sure to what extent they are fairy tale retellings or original stories, but they are The Bloody Chamber, The Courtship of Mr. Lion, The Tiger's Bride, Puss in Boots, that's probably a retelling, The Errol King, The Snow Child, The Lady of the House of Love, The Werewolf, The Company of Wolves, and Wolf Alice. Lots of wolves. And then in digital format, I keep a Goodreads list of just short stories that I'd like to get to at some point. So 2 of those are the Rabkin fairy tales, which are by Lee Bardugo, and they are sort of part of the Grishaverse, but they are not related to the Grisha trilogy. So the ones that I haven't read are the Too Clever Fox and Little Knife. Then there's several stories on Tor.com that I'd like to get to. They are The Horrid Glory of Its Wings by Elizabeth Bear, Men Who Wish to Drown by Elizabeth Fama, Some Gods of El Paso by Maria Davana Headley, The Museum and the Music Box by Noah Keller, The Pauper Prince and the Eucalyptus Gin by Usman T. Malik, Waters of Versailles by Kelly Robson, Schrodinger's Gun by Ray Wood, and Brimstone and Marmalade by Aaron Corwin. And then finally, I've picked out what I think are the most famous Poe short stories that I feel like I should read in order to be a well-rounded literary consumer. 2 of them, The Telltale Heart and The Cask of Amontillado, I read when I was in school, but it's been a while, so give them another go. So there's those 2, then The Murders in the Rue Morgue, The Fall of the House of Usher, and The Mask of the Red Death. There is one more sort of super famous Poe horror story that is not on this list. That is The Pit and the Pendulum, which I just think is gonna be too much for me. It's set in the Spanish Inquisition, and wow, they got really creative with bad things to do to the human body, and I don't want to experience that. Since the works of Poe are in the public domain, I can either read those just in their text format, I'm certain that Project Gutenberg has them, or I can get the audio versions from LibriVox. I will leave a link below to Edgar Allan Poe's LibriVox page if you want to listen to Eddie Poe yourself. So that's the plan. I will be vlogging during the day of the readathon, so you should see me maybe on Sunday if I can really get my act together, but more likely on Monday when that video gets posted. Have a delightful readathon, guys.